Good morning. We are ready for section 15.2. So let's take a look at that section. We're in page 303 in our book. Pretty short lesson. Now the last lesson we were looking at finding perimeter, or the distance around polygons. We also saw how we could simplify the process for the polygons using multiplication to multiply the sides. They're the same length. Now, rather than writing out in words the relationship between the sides of the polygon and its perimeter, we could save ourselves time again and make the relationship easier to quickly understand at a glance and easier to work with mathematically by using symbols, like letters, to stand for the words and the operations. So we're going to start with the relationship between the perimeter of any polygon and the length of its sides. We discussed in the last lesson that the perimeter of a polygon equals the sum of the lengths of each side. And there you go, it's written in dark right there. Now let's express this relationship using symbols. So basically we're doing formulas. So P would stand for perimeter, equals S, which stands for sides. 1 would be side 1, plus side 2, okay? And then this means that's what they put. That means just so on and so on. Side 3 plus side 4 plus side 5. However many sides it is. That's your formula. Okay? They used P to stand for perimeter, S to stand for the side, and the little number at the bottom was how many there were, and you just keep going up. Now it says here we can also express how to find the perimeter of a regular polygon and rectangle using symbols. So the perimeter of a regular polygon is P for perimeter equals N, which is number of sides, times S, which is the length of the side. And there's 3 different ways they wrote that. Okay? P equals N with a dot, which that means times, or P equals this, which that means multiplication, just like that. Or anytime you just have 2 numbers beside each other like that, or 2 letters, that just means to multiply. Okay? And they told you what those mean. Now, this is why they changed it. What if it was this? If you used X like we would use, like we've been doing in the past, that's why they've changed multiplication to be either a dot or use parentheses or just putting them side by side. Okay? Look at the bottom of 303, perimeter of a rectangle. There's your formula. And all you do with the formula is you plug in the numbers where they go. Makes it easy there. So P for perimeter equals 2 times L, which is length, plus 2 times W. And they show you the 3 different ways that you can write those formulas. It doesn't matter. Okay, look at the top of page 304. Now, I've expressed all of these things using the letters and the symbols and such. We call it a formula. It's a mathematical relationship or a rule expressed in symbols. The relationship we're expressing here are the relationships between the perimeter of different polygons and the lengths of their sides. Now, the section using formulas. To use formulas, all you have to do is substitute, or I like to say plug in, the appropriate values for the letters. Now, here's an example. See that pentagon? Okay, that's a regular polygon. All the sides are the same length. Each one's 5. Now, the formula for finding the perimeter of a regular polygon is P equals N times S. Okay? That means perimeter equals the number of sides times the sides. All right? So all you have to do is plug in your numbers. P equals, how many sides are there in a pentagon? 5. Okay? And how many, the N is that the number? What is N? I've just lost my train of thought. Yeah, the number of sides. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is the number of sides, what I thought. And then S stands for the length of the side. And the length of those sides is this. So now you just know that the perimeter of that pentagon then is 25, and then you'd want to put the units, whatever it is, it's feet in that. Okay? Now, formulas beyond geometry. Formulas apply beyond geometry too. In fact, we can use formulas to express all sorts of consistent relationships. For a simple example, suppose we needed 3 pieces of paper in an art class for every student. We could represent the relationship between paper and students like this. Total paper needed equals 3 times the number of students. This can be expressed as a formula using only symbols. We'll use T to represent total paper needed, S to represent the number of students. So T equals 3 times S. And there's the 3 different ways that they wrote that. Okay, and then you just plug in numbers there. That's all that's wanting you to do. So basically this lesson is just going over using simple formulas and plugging in your numbers, or as it says, substituting it. And you are lucky. 15.2 is 1 page. So go ahead and on number 1, A, B, C, and D, you're going to express these relationships as formulas. So on A, where it says the perimeter of a polygon, you can put one of these. You can put all 3. Okay. Perimeter of a regular polygon. Wait a minute. Regular polygon. I'm sorry. The number A. B is a regular polygon. That's going to be this. That's going to be where they're all the same length. And then just a polygon, because remember a polygon can be all different sided as long as it comes under the polygon. Remember that one was the very first one that we looked at on page 303, right above, no, it was right in the center. That is the perimeter of any polygon. P equals S1 plus S2 ... Okay, and that's what you're going to write there. Now, the rest of this page should be super duper easy. Not going to grade it though. Let me know if you need any help. That's all for today.